Hello folks, it's Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools, and I'm hoping we got a good brew here for you today. I've been out in the yard working most of the late evening, early evening and late afternoon I should say, and it's been kind of cool out there. It got cool. When I went out it was probably about 38 degrees. Temp just dropped down to about 35, 34. But anyways, I'm inside, I'm in the man cave. Plenty of things to do in here. And one of the things I'm going to do now is have a beer and review it. So, as you can see to the right, which you saw earlier, this is from NAUKABOUT Brewery. I do have some information on the brewery. I did some due diligence. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We did get some snow here after Thanksgiving. We did get some snow earlier. Actually, before Halloween, I think we get some snow, and didn't last too long. But this here snow accumulated and it's still on the ground here in eastern Massachusetts. All right, so I go on these tangents. I will stick with the beer review. NAUKABOUT Brewery is in Attaquin Pk, which is in Mashpee, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod, the peninsula island. I should say it's an island. Actually, it's not land connected. It's an island, Cape Cod Island, connected by 3 bridges, train bridge and the Sagamore and Bourne vehicle bridges. This brewery is located at 13 Lake Avenue, Mashpee, Massachusetts. Beautiful country down there. These beers are, this one and many other ones, from my son, Dan, my #1 son. Remember Charlie Chin in his movie? His first bomb was called #1 Son. Well, he's the #1 son, first boss. He's #1 son. I call him #1 son. We do have a number for a telephone number for the brewery. It'll be up above my head. I don't know which side it'll be, but 508-444-9822. Again, telephone number for NAUKABOUT Brewery. I don't know if that's a tap room or the brewery itself. 508-444-9822. It'll be right there, right above, right there. This brew here is called Goat Juice. It's 8% alcohol by volume, 34 international bitter units. The hops are Mosac, Citra, and Amarillo. I think there's a nice lineup of hops. The Amarillo is like I grow Cascade hops, Cascade and Fuggles hops, and I like the Cascade. Amarillo is like a supercharged Cascade. The alpha acids and the flavors and the aromas that come out of the Amarillo are really nice. Everything else on this can, it's a New England double Indian Pale, so the DIPA, a double IPA, it's a DIPA. If I can read it on the can here, first before I even mentioned it. All right, no further ado. Let's open this up, see what it's like. This brewery was the name came about because of one of the gentlemen that started the brewery. Him and his friends, as we have a little beer, and a little beer, and you're Irish. Him and his friends started the brewery, and when he was a youngster, when his dad came home from work, he would take off his work clothes and put on his NAUKABOUT clothes. That's what he called them. He'd say to his kid, "Son, let me put on my NAUKABOUT clothes." And then he would change into his clothes to go out and roll around on the grass and so forth with his kids, playing football or baseball or whatever they were doing out in the yard. He had to have his NAUKABOUT clothes. All right, let's open this up. Let's talk on my pop. See, water vapors coming out a little bit. I don't know if you can see them through the camera. All right. This is supposed to be a New England style double IPA. Sure looks like an East Coast IPA for sure. A little in there. We'll use that for the nectar when we pour it. Yeah, that's looking like one of the juices, the tropical juices. Oh yeah. mango right away. Get that aroma of mango. I do have a video earlier where I dissected a mango here down in the man cave here and recorded, taking off the skin of it, cutting it up, smelling it, tasting it, getting the seed from the middle, a big seed from the middle of the mango. So I do know what it smells and tastes like. Yeah, the mango, yeah, to me, has a certain tropical fruit, but I'm picking up on a sweetness. Blueberry, a blueberry. I think that's from the Mosac hops. I think that's what they're known for. Berries, blueberry. When you get a bunch of blueberries, if you go picking blueberries, which we have done here, my loving wife. Some citra. Get that citrus smell now. Intertwines with the tropical fruit aroma. And that herbalness, which is really like a spiciness. Alright, bottoms up. Cheers. Oh, grapefruit flavoring. It has the tropical fruits. But the grapefruit initially comes out and kind of stays on your tongue. Yeah, the grapefruit kind of lingers on the sides of your mouth. I was getting the sweetness, but I'm not now. It's definitely a New England style, not New England, well, I should say, yeah, New England style IPA. It's definitely not a West Coast. There is no astringency, no hoppiness on this here. Although, I am getting flavors from the hops, but they're not the astringent hops like you do on the West Coast IPAs. It's very drinkable, and the flavor is really far away from a lager beer. A lager beer flavor would be here, and this would be over here. This truly is an IPA with the hops that are in it, the Mosac, the Amarillo, and the Citra, producing the aromas that you get and the flavors that are in this from the malts. I wish I knew what kind of malt was in this, but on their webpage they didn't give much information other than the ABV and the IBUs, and then what I could get from the can. It is drinkable. It has a distinct flavor. Like I say, it's, excuse me, not like a lager beer, and it is an IPA, and it's not like a lot of, definitely not like a West Coast IPA. This is in the line with East Coast IPA with the fruitiness from the hops style of an IPA. Now let's see. It should get, here we go, right there. It gets creamy colored. The settling. I don't know, let me see if we got the date on this here. 31, I think it's September 31/20 of this year. So a little over 2 months. Not bad. Thank you, Dan, for picking this up. Him and his lovely wife went down to the Cape, visiting. They got married down the Cape, and they went visiting, and I asked him if he'd pick up some, and he picked up 2 4-packs of different kinds, and I thank you, Dan. This is very tasty. I did visit the brewery, NAUKABOUT Brewery, when we were down there, and a bunch of us did from my son's wedding. We went over. Well, actually, this was before we were staying down there with them down in Cape Cod, and we went over to the brewery. A bunch of us, a bunch of guys and gals, and really quite the brewery. It's a small brewery, but a powerful bunch of brews that come out of it, and nice outside. You can still say we were sitting outside, and the truck showed up. They have a luncheon truck, so they don't have food inside. But anyway, the truck that was there from Wahlburger makes those nice hamburgers. The Wahlburger family. I think his name is Paul that runs the Russian part. But anyways, a truck showed up and setting up. But we had been there a while and we were going to leave because I didn't want to try some of the burgers. I've heard a lot about them. But between then and now, my wife did buy some of the Wahlburger burgers, and they were nice. But back there, I go on these tangents. All right, would I get this again? Yes, I would. It's a different flavor. It's juicy, almost to the point where it's going to like tart. Almost in that direction. All right, so I'll end this here from Eastern Massachusetts. It's kind of cool today. It's tempted, like I say, kind of forced me in, going down to 35, 34. I really wasn't dressed for it. I didn't have it. I had another jacket on. I put this for down here. We don't keep the heat on down in the man's cave. It's just me down here, my wife says. Down here playing with my instruments and my harmonica and then computer and everything else. All right, so I'll end it here. Have a good day, folks. Enjoy the day. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate for this time of the year. I hope you enjoy it. And if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drive. The life you save may be your own. So, with that said, ciao.